right, please welcome to the blue corner, Gage Harper.
All right, this is the first of our 3 title fights. We are starting here with the bantamweights. Both guys made weight. The title's on the line. 5 rounds now for these next 3 fights. And oddly enough, this is Gage Harper's 11th amateur fight. I mean, that's a lot of experience. He's got a 6-4 record, but he's fought some of the best amateurs here in Texas. His last fight, Sebastian Oyervidez. I mean, as good as it gets. He's making his pro debut soon. You know, Gage Harper started fighting young. He fought at flyweight. He's getting older, he's getting bigger. This fight now at bantamweight, I think this is a better weight class for him. He'll be strong, he'll be healthy. And again, you see his coach and then Brian James, one of his teammates here in his corner. You know these guys are working hard and training hard, having 3 title fights to work for. Can't wait to see this guy in the cage.
Yeah, man, Gage is he's a scrapper, man. You saw against his amateur fight with one of the Lopes brothers. He was getting after it. They're scrapping. I mean, those are big prospects coming up. Gage is going to use his striking. He's going to try to strike with this guy. They're both long, and it's going to be a fun fight. First guy from the next level. First guy from the next level and the title fight. So it's going to be exciting to see Gage go and perform and get started for the next level guys. Yeah,
and you know, Gage started his amateur career at 0 for 2. You know, he had some technical holes, but he is a prime example of one of those guys who got better by fighting. He's got a tremendous amount of experience, and he is a much more decorated and skilled fighter than he once was. So when you get the skill set in the cage, that is so valuable. All right, let's meet his challenger here tonight.
Please welcome to the red corner, Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Johnson, fighting out of Main Street MMA. Anthony's good. I'll say this. He actually came and sparred at my boxing gym. It was me and Leomano Martinez, and that's one of his buddies, and we needed a longer guy. He's like, I got this little amateur. I said, bring him. And he came and he gave me some good rounds, and he's very long. You know, his jab is very straight. He's very technical. But you can see in his last fights, he mixes it up very well.
Yeah, if anything, I would say he's shown his best work on the ground. His lone loss is to a guy who is 4-0 now, and that came after a very competitive fight. It happened late in the 3rd round. One of those fights you just grow from, and other than that, performance has been almost flawless inside the cage. Like you were saying, Mike, he's long, he's big for the weight class, he's got sharp boxing, got good technique, but I do think this guy's ground skill set and his physicality for the weight class are 2 of his best attributes.
What's cool about this title fight is they made it really even. This is a really even title fight. So they both can grapple pretty well, they both can strike pretty well. So I think it's going to be who's going to apply the pressure, who's going to be first, who's going to take that first step forward, and who's going to take that first step back. And I think that's going to be the winner of the fight, whoever's going to dominate in being first, in putting that pressure forward.
Yeah, we have our tail of the tape, 21 years old. This is his 11th amateur fight. That is wild activity for this young blood. And Gage Harper, 26, again, not old either, nice and young and fresh here at Anthony Johnson. Both guys coming in either at scratch weight or under the limit, 5'8" versus size 10, 70-inch reach. I mean, this is a very well contested match. Let's make it official.
The following contest, brought to you by the Fury Unleashed podcast, is scheduled for 5 rounds. It is for the Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Championship. Introducing your first competitor, fighting out of the blue corner. Representing Next Level Training Center in MMA, this mixed martial artist is 5 feet, 8 inches tall, and he weighed in at a perfect 135 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, he holds an amateur record of 6 wins, 4 losses. Here is Gage, the Menace Harper! And introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Representing Main Street Boxing and Muay Thai, This freestyle fighter stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in officially at 134.2 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, his amateur record stands at 3 wins, only 1 defeat. Here is Anthony Johnson!
Oh, Wayne. Is that a win slip
Now
up the whole
referee
time?
Ryan Thompson with your final championship instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we know the rules in the back. Defend yourselves at all times and always follow my instructions. Touch glove if you wish. Let's do this.
I think there was a little crack in Wayne's voice, but I'll let it slide. I'm not used to that. Wayne's always on the money. I'll let it slide this one time. This is going to be a good one. These guys are ready to go, man. It's going to be exciting. First title fight of the night. Let's get going.
Usually we'll see a slightly slower pace when the guys know they got to go the extra 2 rounds.
Oh, yes, I forget. 5 rounds. Something I do love about Fury.
And there've already been about 10 punches thrown, all of them straight, most of them jabs. Yeah, they're not spending a crazy amount of energy sitting down on these big shots. They're just touching, looking for the volume game.
Good landing.
Good head movement in boxing already here from Gage. He's touched him up a bit.
Yeah.
We're seeing some redness on the face there of Johnson. Only about 30 seconds in.
Good team. Good stop the momentum. Here comes Anthony with a little pressure. Oh, good uppercut from Gage. Good jab. Ooh, double jab. Beautiful double. Ooh. Good entry.
I'll tell you, Gage's wrestling has gotten good in the cage. He has shown great takedown offense and defense. There have been fights where he had the grappling advantage, so he had to find his wrestling. There have been times where he's had the striking advantage, and he's used his takedown defense to keep it there.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's holding good position. He's holding strong. Anthony's looking for this trip on the backside. He got it. But Gage is looking at good reversal.
There from
nice scramble.
Gage.
Still got the underhook, but way to get up and not settle. That's
I'll
a
tell
big
you,
thing.
man, Gage looks good at this weight. He looks
Oh, yeah.
strong and physical at 135.
You know, and for amateurs, it's not a big deal for them to cut that much, you know? They shouldn't have to be cutting 20, 30 pounds to pin themselves. It's not healthy, especially as they're 19, 20 years old. They're still growing into their bodies.
That's right. Man, it was interesting. Gage actually kind of went for that ninja choke as he finds the up kick.
Yeah, good ground and pound from Anthony. Good pass. It's very technical. It's important that Gage doesn't settle here. He doesn't stay here. He needs to try to work to get up a little bit. Little by little. It doesn't have to be immediate. One step at a time, just like that. Get the foot back, get the arms, got the underhook, now he's back up. Good jab by Anthony off the break. Good uppercut. I love the activity from Gage's striking. It's constant throwing, it's constant moving. Throw, as he's walking in. Good leg kick, mixing it up.
The Johnson's coaches are begging him to just put the pressure on Gage.
See, and Anthony's taking him down well, but there's no setup to the takedown. Now he's landing, let's throw combinations and then throw the takedown in there. Nice, good punches.
Man, I mean, these guys are setting a high volume count for the strikes.
It's awesome, man. This is great. I love to see these amateurs going at it. They really want this.
You can tell Gage works a lot of takedown defense because he's changing levels just as soon as Johnson is not even having a sprawl.
And he got the takedown.
Runs his feet well, right at the 30-second mark. I mean,
Beautiful.
looking to maybe steal this round.
Way to get up from Anthony. Gave up his back a little bit. He's going to work the fight back inside. Got the overhook. Now he's looking way to get up. I mean, good scramble. Like I said, here's the break off. Let's see who's getting strong.
Man, nice right hand there from Johnson. That's a hard round to score.
Yeah, it was close. They were going back and forth. They were both landing a lot. I think, and I hate to do this,
they each threw a lot.
the takedown.
Well, they each got one.
Yeah, but that last takedown was a 10-second takedown. The first takedown was a little bit of
he had some
holding,
control time,
but
that's right.
he did have the up kick, but he landed the ground and pound, and then he passed. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'm going to lean Johnson, but I'm not sure. Just because of the takedown. I hate to be that guy because I was the same way in my fight. I allowed the takedown to happen, and look, someone gave him 3 rounds because he got one takedown at the last second. So very close. Good first round. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was a fun fight, or fun round, I mean, to start this first of 3 title fights.
That is a high pace. Do we think they keep that for 5? Do we think this fight's going all the way? The way they're throwing?
Man, I mean, these guys are both pretty skilled everywhere. I could see this one going the distance.
All 5. Let's see if cardio's going to hold up.
Brian James fighting Cade Foradori out of 10th Planet Austin. here in October on the amateur portion of a Pro-Am card. That'll be a fun fight.
Nice. Good front kick to start off. Low kick from Gage. Working that jab, low kick.
I like those like false entries there from Harper.
100%.
His double jab.
He's finding his range. He's landing punches in succession.
I'll tell you, man, Gage has good accuracy. He lands a lot.
Oh, 100%. Look.
I think it's because he's not sitting down throwing crazy. He's just throwing him out there, just touching him.
And you can see, you know, it's very slight, but he's in the pocket. He throws, and then when he's out of the pocket, he's out. Now he's going to re-enter, throw something, and he gets out. He enters and throws something. It's very good. It's, like I said, these guys are fighting for titles, so they're high level.
Oh.
You know? Good right hand by Gage, good left hand, and an entry. Beautiful entry. Anthony getting up his back a little bit.
A broomstick action here from Gage Harper. Good job from Johnson. Fought the hands, broke it, turned, threw a right hand, drew a little blood out of the nose of Gage. Dude, Gage is all offense.
Yeah, I see it.
He's landing well, but he's keeping his head on that center line, and just so he can keep throwing.
These guys are throwing, and they're both winning. Both of the jab is working for both these guys. I'd like to see Anthony just move a little bit more after he throws. He's kind of staying in the same area, and he's getting hit every time he throws off the return. A good body. Yep, he's staying there. He's got to move a little bit, left to right, side to side. Gage is looking good. Gage is cool, calm, and collected. Like you said, he's 6-4. That is a lot of time in there. He is comfortable in there.
Yes, it is. Nice little slipping grip there from Gage Harper.
Ooh. And we talk about it, losses aren't a big deal in amateurs. Once you turn pro, your losses in amateurs go away.
That's right.
So Gage is 6-4. When he turns pro, he's 0-0. But you know what he will never get back is his cage time. Great takedown by Anthony.
Man, you can see Gage keeps thinking about going for that guillotine. That time he didn't commit to it, but he still ended up getting taken down. But I'll tell you, Gage's get-ups have been really sharp.
Yeah. 1 minute on his back. You cannot stay here. We talked about this the first round. Settling. These guys can't settle and accept positions. They got to at least move side to side. Try to get up. You know, even Anthony, you see him giving up his back to get up, but he's fighting back in, so it's okay. As long as you're working to get up and not just laying here on your back.
So I do know in Anthony Johnson's fight where he fought Adam Ottawa,
yes,
it was a very high-paced fight and ended up getting just gritty in the third round. So he's been here before, has Johnson. He's felt these arduous paces, these fights that go into the deeper rounds. And he's going to need that against Gage because Gage has gone the distance many times, this being his 11th fight.
And the good thing about that fight that you mentioned is that he actually lost the third round because he got tired.
Yeah.
And he realized that, hey, I cannot let that happen to me again. Cardio is something I can control. It's something I can work on. So you can see his cardio looking good. They're having a very high pace through 2 rounds. He goes to the third, then he makes it to the championship round. We'll see who's got the heart and who's got the grit to do it.
That's right. So there was some blood on the left side of Harper's face. I don't know if that was nose blood that just kind of transferred over or if he's got a small cut. All the same, he got Harper's some blood. He's got the God of War streak in his hair, that red streak of war.
Okay, well now this round gets weird, right? Because Gage almost dominated the first minute and 30 seconds. Then he got taken down for the last minute with a little bit of ground and pound, a little bit of passing. So this is why we can't leave it to the judges, because what do we grade? Do we grade the first minute 30 or do we grade the last minute 30? And we get into this weird, you know, section. Like, what do we do?
The two 90-second chunks should be graded equally, but I mean, it's human nature to whatever's most fresh on the mind usually sits most important, which is often the end of the round. And it's not like Johnson got him down and held him. He was staying active with the ground and pound. He was passing the guard.
Exactly. He was making it show that he was putting in effort to get a finish, or to at least.
That round was a little harder to call than you might think.
Right. So I don't know. I'm not really sure where I'm at right now. Let's just say 1-1 for fun, I guess. Then you can give either one 1-1. Oh, good jab by Johnson there. Oh, good front kick. There you go, good combination. I love the same side combination. You see Gage is going jab, hook. Ooh, good right hand by Johnson. Good right hand by Gage.
Johnson was doing some good level changes into uppercuts and knees.
Good takedown. And like you said, you see Gage going for the guillotine. He's got to commit or he's got to use it to get up.
Yeah.
He can't sit there, pretend to go for it, and then now he's back on his back and he's laying there. And like you said, this is things that you know, he's going to work on and he's learning from, and that's why he's got this many fights. That's why he's taking his time and he's doing it the right way. He's young.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rush for these guys. I know we all want to be to the UFC, but you got to do it the right way, making sure that you're ready.
You have to, yeah. I've seen guys get to the UFC too early, and it almost never ends well for them.
I mean, it's frustrating. You reach your dream, and it's like the dream is the UFC, of course, but it's like we want to stay in the UFC, we want to produce, and we want to great scrambles by these guys. Just
digging deep as Johnson works his way in the mount.
Wow, beautiful.
Gage trying to wall walk to get out, but man, when you have the sweaty back and you got the vinyl canvas of the cage floor, it's a lot more slippery than you think.
Gage needs to turn all the way to his left. He needs to collect that right leg or his Anthony's left leg and turn all the way back.
Got the gift wrap.
Ah, nice by Anthony to lock that up. Again, we talk about settling. Gage is doing the right things at first, and all he needs to do is just maybe rotate his hips to the opposite side to maybe get into half guard to have a better position. Now he's stuck with the body triangle going back, and that is not a fun position to be in with a minute 30 left.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good time for Johnson to just put some winning time on the clock.
This is where the length comes into play. I can't even put in a body triangle. And these guys they're so long with their legs, they're able to control and hold.
Oh, he's looking for the choke.
Oh, here we go.
Harper's doing a good job. He's got his hand on the knuckles of the choking arm. You have maximum leverage at the end of a lever. If you want to get rid of a choke, you got to grab it by the hand.
And Anthony's doing a really good job punching and then choking, right? You don't want to just automatically go for the choke. We know that's coming, right? We maybe open them up, hit them in the face, allow them to pick their head up, and you slip in the choke, just like he did right there.
This one's deeper.
Little by little,
he's got a good bite. He's got a good bite.
Looks good.
I think we may see a tap here. This is a good attempt. Harper's hand fighting. It's under the chin. It's deep.
Oh, wow.
Harper's giving it everything he's got. He's got 30 seconds. He's thinking about tapping.
Harper, man.
Man, Harper's digging deep. There's the tap.
Wow. Awesome fight. Beautiful.
We have a new
Johnson.
bantamweight champion, Anthony Johnson, with a round 3 rear naked choke. Gage Harper fought that to the bitter end.
That was awesome, man. And like I said, they were scrapping. They started, we said in the beginning of the fight, Anthony was very good at mixing it up. Striking and then takedowns and then striking. And being able to change those levels, it makes it frustrating, it makes it hard. You don't know what's coming back at you. Man, that was an awesome fight. Hey, and Gage, keep your head up, man. That was a great fight by you. A lot of good things, a lot of positives. He said his takedown defense looked better, his scrambles looking better. He's looking like a more polished fighter. He's 21 years old.
Yeah.
You know, these kids are still so young.
Yeah, the future's bright for sure. It's an excellent fight. Great first of 3 title fights.
Oh, wow. We still got 2 more titles to go, guys. This is going to be an awesome night. That was a great fight. What a great fight to start us off. Shout out to Anthony Johnson, the new bantamweight champ, man. That was a hell of a fight. Both of those guys really put on the line. Shout out to Gage. Dude, that choke was in for at least 30, 45 seconds. Tough kid. Like we said, losses are learned. You know, when you lose, you learn in this game. This game is tough and it's ruthless. Let's get the official decision from Wayne.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 2 minutes, 39 seconds into round number 3. Declaring a winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. And new Fury Amateur Series Bantamweight Champion, Anthony Johnson.
Hi guys, I'm here with our new bantamweight champion, Anthony Johnson. Anthony, that was an excellent fight. Like a champion, you mixed it up well. You guys stood toe-to-toe and boxed. You used your wrestling. He did a good job defending at first, but you inevitably got that takedown. And man, you had that choke locked in. He fought to the very last moments. You know, what did you think you had to do to get that tap?
Man, honestly, I couldn't tell if I was on his neck, but my corner did tell me out there, they're like, hey, bro, if you could get anywhere in his neck, just squeeze. I was like, all right, let's squeeze.
Man, squeeze you did. That puts you at 4-1 now as an amateur. You're the champion. What do you want to do next?
Man, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna take some time. I got my birthday coming in December, a lot of holidays. Holler at my team, see what they think, and then make the next move. So thank y'all for coming out. Everybody that bought tickets from me, from anybody supporting Houston MMA, we all appreciate y'all. Y'all make this happen, as long as with the Fury guys as well. I want to say I love you, Mom, Valencins, my job, my sponsor. I love them so much, man. They helped me start this journey, and I'm just trying to take it as far as I can. This is just the beginning.
Man, excellent fight. Enjoy the victory. Your champion, Anthony Johnson.
Happy birthday, Donna. I love y'all.
Your new bantamweight amateur champion, Anthony Johnson. What an awesome fight, man. We got our next fight, the 155-pound belt. After this, Jordan Garcia and Daniel Perez. That's going to be a great fight. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Main Street. Man, that was awesome.